Big respect to Todd, of course, for wearing this despite winning the bet initially. We have ourselves an orc versus night elf, everybody, and the best orc in the world is starting on the upper left-hand side of Tidehunters, playing Farseer Headhunters. It's Lynn. And the man on the bottom right-hand side, creeping the Sea Giant already. Our WGL Summer Champion is Colorful.
The player's forces are under attack.
Starting off well into this series with the claws of attack, exactly what he wants. Creep routes, timings, level up, power spike, very important. For Lynn earlier, we saw the green camp as he's doing now, going into the natural creep, which might be the plan again. Could just be exactly the same creep pot as he showed before against 15 Sway, but this time Colorful should be more ready against it. Remember, against 15 Sway there was a big battle over at the natural for the experience. This time Colorful grabs it early and gets perfect items. Oh my goodness.
Claws and Circlet doesn't get much better. On the other side we have a Mantle, which is also not too bad. Lynn, of course, qualified already. Both of these guys qualified already. Claws here, this is great items for both of them. Colorful, if he wins this best of 5, is surpassing Moon as the top player in the Asian region. So a good seed for the year-end finals there. Tier 2 tech, as it oftentimes is the case against the Farseer Headhunter. You want to tech, you don't want to expand and mass tier 1. So far, so standard.
I think Colorful adjusted very well with the creep route here. It is about that fast level 3. Keep was chasing the Farseer for a bit, of course, with these items, and then Tangle is quite the threat also against heroes. Gets more experience at the green, and now is going to be less than 100 away from that level 3. Circlet bot on the Farseer. Man, they're investing heavily into this inventory.
Oh yeah, pimp my heroes. That's the style. Grunt, of course, in the mix here as well, but more and more Headhunters trickling in, so there is a lot of damage already. Is there gonna be a tier 2 tower push? Maybe. Lynn did it here against 15 Sway on that map, but it feels like both are playing more or less standard and according to the norm. Then we have to raise the question, what's the unit mix gonna look like on tier 2? For Colorful, we see the typical lore play with the Hunter's Hall and then lots of Dryads.
Colorful baiting the orc forces here to start creeping and then look for the creep jack. But nice play with the archers, creeping the green camp, and that's going to be a level 3 for the keeper with just one more creep. Perfectly everything lines up, and now we have the level 2 entangle. However, he's really hurt, so you may have to go back to the Moonwells first. Lynn, knowing that that journey will be needed, is going to snipe the next item in the north. Both players here with an excellent early game so far, knowing exactly what to prioritize, especially creeping and timing-wise.
He's been looking for a little bit of freedom and he got that and he used it. Very nice to have this Wand of Mana Stealing Keeper! Whew, getting zapped, Town Portal at the right time. Okay, this is map control for Lynn. Alk again. Wait a minute. Okay, no peons yet. Looking at the base. No, it's just... seems like that's his new style. Alchemist second.
Alright. This time, Colorful much better prepared than 15 Sway was earlier. Let's see how this goes. Heal spray once again. One headhunter here should certainly be following the keeper with great items. There's a mantle also at the green camp next to his main, by the way. First headhunter falls. Second one will be following. Third one as well, perhaps. And this is the strength of the level 3 keeper.
Wow, really impressive how he uses it here. No lockdown, of course. He doesn't have to face hacks. There's no healing wave either, so this all takes some time. And the damage of the Treant seemed to be overwhelming here. Lynn is losing so much in the mid game.
And not a single archer has fallen so far. Could now be sniped with the wolves chasing. One will be going down, but Lynn certainly suffering a lot of losses right here. While Colorful got the Demon Hunter in queue, about to be ready, Lore's coming up, Dryads about to join, and Tier 3 already started.
Yeah, it feels like this Demon Hunter is really good against an Alchemist. Mana pool isn't the greatest. He is supposed to be a little bit in the front line as well, so easy to get a burnout. burn out of the Demon Hunter onto the Alchemist. And damage is good as well. No more wolves, no more chain lightning, all calculatable. Everything hurt, and I don't think this is working out for Lin at all. Colorful with a strong defense, taking the lead in map 1.
Sick game by Colorful. Perfect creep route, knowing exactly what to expect, what to get ready for, and how to counter precisely that. Having seen it earlier against 15 Sway, I'm sure. Wonderful play by him, and Lin is so far behind now. He's trying it with tier 3, with Bloodlust, rah rah rah. But especially as far as the heroes go, then I should be scaling much better.
What would a grand final be without a proper rah rah rah, right? But yeah, this is gonna be rough for Lin, but he has shown resiliency before. He is a fighter. He can come back out of these situations. Roaming with the Keeper now, every single right click hurts. Trying to find some time for the Demon Hunter for some evasion, for some higher level mana burn. But also the Alchemist needs levels here. Wonder, is he playing Acid Bomb or is it Chemical Rage? Because if there's a lot of Dryads, then Acid Bomb isn't that great. If there's a lot of Bears, it might be.
Holding the skill point for now. Normally when you have heal spray, you're just kind of standing still anyway, so normally then the Chemical Rage not the most helpful. Keeper on his own, looking for some kills. A lot of headhunters here, very hurt. We once again don't have Troll Region. The Orcs always seem to skip this one nowadays.
Needs to buff it even more, Remo.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah. 25 gold, 25 lumber. That sounds reasonable.
We have a big mana potion here to work with. That is really good for the Farseer, especially against the Demon Hunter. And you can just pop that back up and get a cheeky chain lightning out. Alchemist still didn't decide yet what to go for, and Keeper is gathering quite some information. We do have the Shaman Adept upgrade coming, as well as the Berserker upgrade, of course, gives them more HP, which is nice. But how do you deal with the bears? Must be just lots of damage to get rid of them quickly.
Overwhelming mass will be the answer, or at least supposed to be the answer. Tiny Great Hall purchased, planted down. And given enough time, that could lead to the Orc superiority. Right now, Lin's still pretty weak. 37 supply only, but that might change quickly. Colorful waiting for his Bear Master training. It's about to finish. He's got 3 bears already, but the Demon Hunter not level 3 yet. It doesn't seem ideal.
True that. Needs a little bit of time. But he has to push somewhat soon. Otherwise, this Orc army is going to be overwhelming. And Lin might find a sweet comeback in this series. Would also be an exclamation mark for the rest of the series, of course. If you can't close the game with an advantage like this in the mid game, how are you supposed to do it? We see Acid Bomb here. Can, of course, be countered with Reju, but Reju can be dispelled. The crab! Oh, blocking the Demon Hunter. Can't escape to the right-hand side. And now we do have the first fight, but only 1 bear in Master Form. That's not a lot of damage here. Lin moving forward.
Nice save, though, with the staff, but the next bear is going to be taken out. There was also a lot of Moon Juice needed, and the Invul Potion, the only one committed already. But mana on the Orc side now very low. Naga third coming in.
Wow. When do you ever see this hero combo, Remo?
Yeah, it's pretty good against the Demon Hunter, of course. All these heroes do fairly well on low mana. They're all good for tempo. All scale pretty badly into the late game. But it's about being as strong as possible right now and just outproducing. Supply slightly in Colorful's favor. Time is, of course, ticking against him.
Purge again. Demon Hunter is staffed out, so no mana burn anymore, but he got rid of most of the mana. Colorful needs to find his footing again. 50 supply is not really where he wants to be at.
Dude, these plus 11 on the Farseer have been leading to so many archer kills. It's very, very nice.
Yeah, very unusual to see high damage like this, but only a heal scroll here. Needs to pop it soon, I guess. Treants again. Might be blocking the Farseer a little bit. Nice control on the Shaman and the Berserker. But out of the fight, the heal scroll misses the Headhunter on the left-hand side, kills the Headhunter on the right-hand side. Is Colorful gaining control here?
Farseer looking at the marketplace, not getting anything, though. Demon Hunter with a new Invul Potion, new heal scroll, and this is the timing. Colorful knows he has to go. Given a bit more time, Lin will have too big of an army. He goes to the shop, clarity in. Almost level 3 on the Alchemist, but isn't quite there yet.
The Keeper is at plus 31 with Roar. That's also not to be underestimated. Summons Treants, threatens the Peons, but Lin ejects them relatively early. He has no real blocker line. Headhunters, of course, are okay, but against bears, they are fragile. But Colorful, he has only one target so far. That's the Great Hall, down to 50%. Now we might get a fight. This bottleneck, not too easy to engage into for Colorful.
Using the purges early, he doesn't have too much mana on the Shaman anymore. Doesn't have Master Training either, by the way. No Bloodlust, never had the time to go for Master Training. It takes so long, 90 seconds to complete. Colorful may just barely have enough to push through here.
No pun intended, of course. Barely. Everything's dropping low. Needs some healing. It's a tug of war. Who's gonna end up in control? And there's no way he can save this Great Hall, is there? Is he trying? No, I don't think so. Ooh, rough position now. How this game turned around.
A player's forces are under attack.
Had to let it go right there. We have an Orb of Lightning now on the Farseer, which can make quite the difference with a timely purge. Trying to save the peons. This could be the time to go for Master Training now, for the Shaman. He's got the lumber needed, he's got some time, and it's finally in queue. 90 seconds until it's finished.
Acid Bomb is pretty nice with that single target damage from the backline. Do we have anything to work with the units? No. Also no healing on the Alchemist because there's never mana. Colorful again, flooding the backline with detonates. There is not going to be any mana on them. Demon Hunter, he's trying to go for the hero focus, but the staff is always there. And 3 Headhunter down.
Here comes the Telestaff back into the fight, and that is game. GG called, Lin. Tried with a push, that didn't work so well. Tried with the expansion, that almost worked, but Colorful just a little too strong here to fall to what could be considered a bit of a cheese.
If the Keeper gets level 3 quickly, we saw the big trouble with the Headhunters falling left and right, even though he was trying to out-heal some of the damage of the Entangle level 2. And Colorful, apparently none too impressed by Lin's Farseer Headhunter strategy here. That looked really good from him.
Yeah, I think the game was lost in the mid game, where he lost like 4 Headhunters or something. Games were quite ridiculous, items were quite ridiculous, but this doesn't mean that the rest of the series will go this way. Farseer Headhunter, definitely a style you could go for, but not a style you have to go for. Lin can switch it up, and then it might be a whole different game, especially if he plays Concealed Hill the way he played it in the semifinals. Then I'm really curious how Colorful responds to that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Concealed will for sure be a Blade Master. What other maps do we have? Again, Northern Isles. That could be a Farseer, although Blade also very much playable there. Last Refuge, very likely a Blade as well. And Shallow Grave, hard to tell. Largely untested waters for now. But yeah, Farseer is the #1 choice on Tidehunters nowadays. Colorful was very ready against this, so the first checkbox has been marked. The cheese has been withstood. Question is, how well is he going to do against the standard?
And that is our next map. Concealed Hill, second. That is Lin's home turf, of course. Tidehunters was a pick by Colorful. Takes that map. It's Lin's duty to answer now to make this at least a 4-map grand final. We had some pretty epic grand finals, to be honest, especially the Happy versus Foggy ones stand out. Time for Asia to show their skills, their entertainment value. Colorful probably saw that game of Lin vs 15 Sway though. And how can you trick the orc so the game doesn't go as perfectly as it was earlier today?
Yeah, the big problem there was that he was being pressured by a level 2 aggressive Blade Master right away, right? So maybe go Treants first and try to creep both camps at the same time, the green and the orange. But is that fast enough? What if the Blade Master shows up and steals one of the lasses? That would be a disaster. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how's Colorful going to play the perfect option against this now.
Todd, any final thoughts before we move on to map number 2?
No.
Okay, let's get it on then. And here we are. Without further ado, we do have map 2. Lin spawning on the upper right-hand side of Concealed and Colorful bottom left.
And Lin is playing a different opening compared to earlier against 15 Sway, which I'm kind of surprised to see. That looked so extremely strong. picking up the items right away, running across, but this time no early shop, which means the Blade Master will be creeping up a bit first on his side, and then go over. And that should mean that the Keeper will be given level 2 for free.
Interesting. Why not play the same, I guess? Maybe he thinks that Colorful thinks that he's doing the same. So he comes up with a new solution and let Colorful run into a void. Maybe, or to be a little more careful than he must be to win a bit of time. Here's the shop now. But yeah, let's see what these guys have in store for us.
Important Whisk Scout right here by Colorful. He's gonna see the shop timing, will know the Blade Master will not be harassing, which means he should be able to go into Treants without too much trouble. We all know how strong the Keeper can be and how dangerous once he gets that level 3, but if the Orc can prevent that level 2 for a long time, suddenly the Keeper can oftentimes find himself in a really weird, uncomfortable spot, as especially we are used to seeing on Last Refuge, which would be coming as the 4th map. Items, again, will be relevant. Claws, circlets, that's what you want.
Always and ever. So creeping begins. Big red numbers, of course, appreciated. Colorful with another claw. Okay, RNGesus is in the mood today. Claws for the blade as well.
Alright, good start for both. Lin gonna clean up the whole camp. Not just gonna pick up the item and then go, for example, to the merchant. That's a pretty popular creep route as well. Double salves, moving across. And a fast level 2 for the Keeper. Mantle here would be wonderful. Slippers, not so much, but still a good item, of course.
Tier 2 tech progressing for Lin. And now the harass begins. Can he snipe a possible Tree of Life so far? Only tier 1, only a Huntress transition, no expo, no tech for Colorful.
The Keeper prioritizing this dust a lot. Even runs into the creeps, eats a backstab, eats a couple of hits. Really wants to have that dust to reveal the blade. And maybe also to not give it away to the opponent. We've seen archers die early on before. This archer now during nighttime is going to be nicely protected.
Speaking of protection, is there any tree so far? Not really. No ancient protector inside 15 Sway. Tried it. Lin is scouting for it already. Like he knew, well, 15 Sway did it. It's always a possibility. Let's rather check. Some orcs fell to it. And it's really not much effort to go for this AP, but you always have to be aware of that. Lin, master of scouting, of course, and now creeps up, +8 damage. And we're getting closer and closer to Keeper level 3.
Colorful with some good movement. He was hiding his units in the shadows. He knows once it's nighttime, he's going to have way superior vision. This is one of the biggest advantages of Night Elf in this matchup. The fact that you have such great vision early into the game and for a long time during the first nighttime. Blade is trying to find the opponent, but that's the problem for Orc early game. You can't scout with the grunts. They will too easily fall if they get caught. So it's all up to the Blade to find the opponent, but this time it's Colorful who has outmaneuvered his enemy.
Yeah, real nice evasion creeping. And now he's going to the turtles here again. Gets closer to level 3 again. Might snack up an item here. Delays the progress of a potential second hero for Lin as well. But the Blade Master is finding a little bit of an opening here too. Blasted very big, and because of that he secures the kill with the Windwalk. That's level 2, so it is Mirror Image, Remo.
Mirror Image, that's right. Couldn't wait to say it. There's an expansion down there. With the Mirror Image, he could cancel the tree if he scouts for it. But he's not doing that yet.
Maybe he finishes the Murloc. There should be enough time with the +7. And Mirror Image.
Needs to hurry up though. He's missing an opportunity right now. This is a very predictable expo position, and Lin is letting it come up. Colorful gladly is letting these Huntresses take a bit of a beating to ensure the expansion will finish.
Yeah, it's also not the biggest reward, right? I mean, the crab, kind of good for experience and stuff. But these little Murlocs, is it really worth it? Looking at the Keeper, he's gonna level 3 anyway, thanks to these turtles.
player's forces are under attack.
I guess that was Lin's idea though, right? To steal like one more and then the keeper is not level 3 and then we would say, oh, this is so genius. But it's not.
Yeah, I guess so. Of course, it's easy for us to see, right? We see the Tree of Life timing there perfectly coming up. And we can say now would be the perfect time to go there. But of course, when you're in the dark, when you don't have that scouting, it's a lot harder to manage all that. Keeper gets his first big kill. Takes out the Grunt with a level 2 entangle. The other Grunt should be able to get away. Blade Master has found the Expo. But yeah, he doesn't quite get the cancel here in time. But puts on some damage, which could also be relevant for creeping this one.
Yeah, I guess. Will take a little bit of a beating, might force a little bit of repair, but not the biggest deal. Alchemist, second hero, of course. Shadowhunter on the other side. Is there a beastery? No. Wow, there is a beastery. Do we have a wyvern already? Wow, Lino ahead of me. So he does have a decent amount of vision. I think the presence of the Blade Master also disrupts the plans of going for the red spot early on for Colorful. He's just in position, expecting a little bit of a push or to interfere with more and more creeping for the Shadow Hunt.
First Shaman is gonna be lost.
Yikes.
Costs a lot of mana to take this one out. The next Shaman is here, so he's gonna have another purge ready in a moment. Has to use it fast. Level 1 heat wave here, very smart to save these units. And this was a lot of mana from the Keeper, resulting in only one Shaman kill. Oh, but he doesn't pay attention to the Grunt. In the meantime, Blade Master. Oh yeah, at the Expo. That's why things are a little bit kerfuffled right now.
Creeps were attacking this big time, but Colorful is ready to distract them, and so not much more damage here. Blade Master, not pimped enough. Whew. This
Colorful now looking to be in a great position. He was in a bit of trouble here at the Expo, but it did finish. Level 2 for the Alchemist, Ring of Regen for him is also good. And Lin is rushing tier 3, completely changing up his style.
Feels like he couldn't really creep enough. Like, he's not level 2 yet. He has heal wave first, so what do you really gain from a push now? And it's too late to expand without Tiny Great Hall, so I guess this tier 3 is designed for Tiny. I'm not sure. This game is not looking good for Lin.
If he gets a fast Bloodlust, Bloodlust with a good amount of grunts and upgrades is actually really good against archers. Not just do you get the bonus attack speed, but also getting in position towards the archers to take them out with the Bloodlust move speed bonus can be really good. So perhaps it would be smart for Colorful to go into more Huntresses if he sees the tier 3, but I don't think he's seen it yet, has he?
I doubt it. If he goes into the base now, he will of course, but taking a turn, wants to harass, wants to be annoying, wants to slow down this Shadowhunter even more. Any last-hit attempts? Nope. Item goes to him as well. Would love to have this additional Shaman. Just to get rid of the mana regen, I guess. Feels like Colorful is a lot more brave now that this Expo is up.
And Lin's been kind of playing catch-up ever since the expansion finished so early. Can you imagine if he had gone over to the Expo, mirror image gets the cancel? Would have been perfectly fitting his previous games of the day, but here now, the Orc seems to be in trouble. The timing for Colorful with the expansion all lining up nicely. Tier 3 for Lin is about to finish, but the hero levels especially not looking too promising.
Yeah, and this Blade Master's damage is barely not enough. He has no staff, so how is he getting home in time? Tier 3 is not finished yet. This was a big investment in time and resources, didn't pay off. Blade Master is not here. This feels like a great timing for Colorful so far.
And no shop means no Tiny, means no Orb of Lightning.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure he wants that anyways. Probably a bit too expensive. Lin is gonna get some return kills here. And Snare should be ready in a moment. But of course, Colorful can replace these losses quite easily as opposed to the Orc player.
He's trying to get rid of a little bit of mining time, sacrificing the Blade Master completely. Not part of this defense. This little bottleneck could work. Well, can it work into Lin's favor? It kind of makes it hard to engage into. But he's squeezing through now, at least trying. Loses the Raider for it. Ah, no, there was a quick punch.
repair on the Altar of Storms, perhaps a bit too late, but as long as no hero falls, this doesn't matter. But of course, keeping them alive also not so easy. The front line for Lin just not looking that beefy. He's got 2 grunts and 1 single raider only. Master training on the way, but the burrow getting attacked. The repair is too late. The burrow's gonna fall.
Can't produce anything. Level 3 for the Alchemist as well. Blade Master still trying to single-handedly deal with this expansion without big success, I guess. Lightning Shield, finally. Raider saved to the side. Is there more Lightning Rods? There we go. Trying to do this with Lightning Shield, but healing is there.
Player's forces are under attack.
That's a very timely scroll of healing right there. 1 grunt goes down, another one's entangled. The next one's gonna fall. Seems like all grunts will be dying. The Shadow Hunter out of mana. The shop has been remade, but the Wind Rider also falls. The Blade Master on his excursion didn't do too much, and the Night Elf now colorful with a huge lead, 60 supplies, still pressing forward.
I guess the one success the Blade Master had was eventually taking out the Moonwell, but that took forever. Only 180 gold, so alright. Need some crits now. Wonderful. Shadow Meld. Gets the kill eventually and forces the TP. But damage is done. Lin is supply blocked. No benefits of his tier 3. And Colorful is mining. Wouldn't be too surprised to see him go tier 3 soon.
A player's
Lin
forces
with a
are under
Torrent
attack.
totem. He's
What?
actually trying to go Torrents, and the Sentry Ward saw it before it was destroyed.
Yikes. Bloodlusted Torrent, Remo? Is that your...
They are pretty good.
Must be
but-
your dream, right? Is that on your list for Christmas?
Well, I guess Christmas comes early, but I'm not sure that it's going to be enough for a win here today. Huge supply lead for Colorful. He's making sure there's no expansion here that's going to catch him by surprise, and indeed there isn't. Then snipes the big item.
Player's forces
It's double level up and Khadga's pipe. All right. The WarCraft gods want to see this series tied up.
Man, that is a lot of bloodlust, and of course we have seen throughout the entire day how good Colorful is with the Wisp detonates. He always has them with him. He always finds a way through the front line or behind enemy lines to get rid of mana, but Khadga's pipe, of course, helping with that. This ward so good for Lin right now. Sees the enemy coming. Yeah. Can't finish the spot either. Has no TP. Got level 3 eventually. Big strength of Huntress now. 2 attack upgrades with Bouncing Glaives. Takes care of everything that's trying to repair this. Can you just click on it?
This might be enough here to just go for the jugular. Then it's coming back. He didn't have a speed scroll to get back more quickly. We have some wisps as well in the mix to look for detonates. Those didn't connect too well, but they bought time for the fortress to be targeted down, and I don't think there's any saving this one anymore. With the heal spray, with the heal wave, this fortress is toast.
Perfectly executed. Colorful takes the 2-1 victory. 2-0 lead, I mean. That is pretty impressive. Concealed Hill against Lin, who looked like the absolute dominator in his semifinal on this map, in this matchup. And here, he never really stood a chance.
And even to Lin, it can happen that the Keeper gets level 3, you fall behind, you lose some units, suddenly you're trailing against the Keeper, and of course Colorful plays that well, and then you're going to be in so much hot water. But why was he playing this older build? The other opening we saw against 15 Sway was so amazing. It covered the level 2 Keeper option. Here, he doesn't go for it. Of course, there was a reason for it, and it must have been smart. But just straight up looked worse in this case.
So much for Lin being the favorites. Colorful is just laughing at us right now. It's like, I was the favorite all along. You guys just didn't know. Order some honey as well. You'll get my superpowers. Very impressive series by Colorful so far. Yeah, it's Lin that's struggling quite a bit more. And I don't know if this changes anything for him as far as, you know, like usually when you do the vetoes, you know, it's going to be best of 5. You kind of game plan individually on each and every single map. Maybe this makes him lose confidence in certain aspects. Like he was mentioning how with Blade Master, you know, if you make one single mistake, if you miss anything, you fall really far behind. So do we go back into some sort of faster build here for him to try and do a pocket strategy, or maybe a tower rush, something like that? Northern Isle? I don't know if that'd be the map that I would try this on, but Lin is in a world of troubles all of a sudden.
Needs to win 3 maps in a row against Colorful. He did that before in their last encounter, but maybe he has to reevaluate his strategies here because so far nothing's really working out. In 3 minutes we have match points for Colorful. DreamHack. Todd, what were you saying?
Can I get a pug?
Can I get a pog in the chat for the performance of Colorful so far? His rise... What? His rise in 2021 is really, really impressive. He was flying under the radar for quite a bit, but he is now one of the world's best players, and he shows it here once again. This final looks a little bit like the Anaheim final, where Moon was dominating over Focus, just with 2 different players. It's now up to Lin to save the Horde and to save this grand final from a 3-0.
Yeah, Lin's in trouble, and when people are in trouble, when players struggle, there is one person that can help. You can flash the whistle in the sky with a big light, and that's when he comes out. Coach Remo, can you help out Lin? What does he have to do to come back in this series?
I think he needs to play more aggressive. Make use of the Keeper's weakness of not being able to get level 2 if you can on the right map that is doable. This is one of them. Blade Master, early shop, run across the map, heal selves. Don't let your thumb off the Keeper. Go into the mid game without falling behind. And then this is still all doable.
Okay, if Coach Remo says so, and Lin better listen to this, we might have ourselves a longer series here. Lin against the ropes. Colorful. One hand at the trophy. Can you make it all the way and become the most successful player in the Asia region of DreamHack? Let's go. Northern Isles. All right. Is this gonna be full throttle Lin now? Turning this around. He's starting at the bottom left-hand side in the blue. And on the other side, of course, colorful. He has no reason to change anything, really, right? Everything he does works really well. Lin is trying to throw some curveballs, but it doesn't really work. He can just play standard. It's up to Lin to change the pace of this final.
And I think he's playing the right build here. As I said earlier, I think on Concealed Hillary may have left something on the table where the keeper was able to outmaneuver the blade, where he was able to get that level 3 and then play that strength so well as we've been seeing so many times before. This time, it's going to be a Blade Master with a fast chop and a delayed barracks. There isn't even a barracks yet. He's going to play tier 2, skipping barracks. We'll add it later. But, okay, interesting. Looks a bit risky. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe that's what you need against the colorful who's playing so solid, barely doing any mistakes. Put some risk in there. We thought Lin overcame his Night Elf anxiety, but feels like it's back, so it's time to do something tricky here. Blade Master rushing over, or is he rushing over? He got a speed scroll, he could. Peon is scouting this out, so he's definitely gonna be too late to steal anything here. As Colorful is not going for anything risky, as so often. Not the flashy player, just rock solid, and again opening up with the claws.
That is 3 out of 3 claws as first item in these 3 maps, I do believe. That's a nice start. Blade Master starting off with the circlet. Would love to steal the Flesh Eater over on the other side. Oh, and the Keeper didn't quite see him in time. Blade is going to get the Flesh Eater. He knows the Keeper will be moving to his side, so could then Windwalk over to his side shortly after, perhaps with a speed scroll. These last hits also important. This level up timing, so crucial.
The Peon sees the Wisp, so the potential for an Ancient Protector, not that great. Lin has illusions already, sees the Archer here, values it more than harassing the Keeper, and that should be an easy last hit, and it is rewarded with the Slippers.
This is sick creep route by Colorful, actually. He's going for both camps at the same time because he knows the blade can only be in one of these positions. Really, really cool. So he still gets his level 2. That would have been the icing on the cake if Lin had been able to prevent level 2, but Colorful with smart play gets the level 2. But now, on Northern Isles, as opposed to on Concealed, it's pretty hard to actually get level 3 from this.
There is an AP, Remo. He did it, the madman. He was scouted before, and he's still going for it. Lin scouts it, though. So does that take the Blade Master off the map? Because he has to deal with it. Because there's no grunt, right? Not a single one. There now.
First one coming out now. Can the Keeper save this AP with Entangle? I don't really think so. He's moving over. Yeah, but that's a cancel. All right. Clean, good early game so far for Lin. He's got one more Wand of Illusion charge ready, and one illusion already out on the map, so he can use that now to scout for the expansion. And he's the one who got the Telly Staff. Best early game so far for Lin by a good margin.
Yeah, super annoying Cloak of Shadows here for Colorful. Always going into these shadows, hiding. And that is pretty much it. Tier 2 tech for Colorful. No expansion to be seen yet. Lin nuts. Ah, he is scouting in the north. Wow, that timing could be crazy. Checks the left-hand side position, and the Peon is there. Okay, do we have the semi-final Lin back? It sure looks like it.
If he staffs now, he can cancel it with an Entangle. Look at Colorful. He knows. He knows the Blade Master wants to staff there. He's ready to use the Entangle. Really great play also by him.
This is Orcrus Night Elf on the highest level here on Northern Isles, that's for sure. Can he run out of range and then staff? Oh, Peon hurt. Huntress deals with it. So far, no damage on this Expo. Blade Master decides to continue creeping, but Colorful knows. Entangles, gets the last hit and the item. So well done. Every decision is just right.
Alright, the illusion is about to arrive in the north. Is it still in time to get the cancel? Half HP, 600. Keeper is far away, but he's chasing again the blade to get the entangle staff cancel. Wonderful play. Really, really cool by both these guys.
So he has to walk all the way. That's so much time for this Expo to get a bit of HP. Shadowhunter is out. Serpent Ward's first. Grunts continue to creep here with Grunt Shaman builds. No Wyvern. No early Raiders. No nothing. Just the norm. This is too late to cancel it. Blade Master here in the north. What can he really do?
He can't really get the cancel, but he can force perhaps the Keeper to stay on his side. He can heal up a bit more, and maybe if he's ambitious, look for some last hit steals. But most importantly, this is creating space for the Shadowhunter in the south. Remember, it was only Grunts joining late this game, so only 2 Grunts at the beginning, only now the 3rd Grunt coming, so the Shadowhunter could have been under pressure if the Keeper was aggressive against it, but Lin with the Blade Master movement forces the Keeper to stay on his side, as both these guys just continue playing this map on a super high level.
Colorful always a specialist in Night Elf versus Orc. Needed some time to adapt to Huntress Archers. Back then he was oftentimes playing talents very successfully.
Alchemist stole the last hit.
Whoa!
He sent the Alchemist south. Acid Bomb on the Shadowhunter. He was forced away from the camp and he stole the big last hit. Only now the level 2 for the Shadowhunter. He also got the Ring of Regen.
Oh, that's so good. That would have been so big on the roaming Blade Master or on the Shadowhunter now. In the meantime, Blade Master didn't even do too much damage in the north either. So he's up on 1, 2 levels, 3 and 1 on the other side. Who moves an Alchemist like this?
Yeah, really smart play. He's in very deep right now. This could be an easy surround. Doesn't quite lock that surround in.
Blade
Master in trouble.
Has no
getting
windwalk.
focused. Last windwalk.
Lin with his back against the wall, I guess. So much pressure. Here we go. Hero focus once again. Freeze him. And now block against the Alchemist. Does he have enough damage? It doesn't look like it. With the Blade Master lost. Oh, he gets the last with the Shadowhunter. Looks like a high roll here. And with that, maybe Lin back.
Slight overextension by Colorful. He was looking to do some good damage there. But Lin gets some crucial kills for himself and buys himself more time with that as well. One more archer might be falling. Shadow hunting for the kill. But the counter expansion attempt hasn't even been started yet, and Colorful always has his eyes ready there with the wisps.
Oh, wonderful play continues. More treants here. Blade Master is back, brings in the damage, brings also 2 Claries, a 4-unit surround on the hunt. That's level 2. Has to be careful with that Shaman. Do we have mirror image or is it going to be crit? He hasn't decided yet. Oh, the Shaman need to save them. This hunt could get a double kill.
Is he loading into the burrows? Yes, he is.
One Shaman down.
Is going down. Oh, he tried to purge there last second. That would have been cool as well.
2 Shaman down.
2 Shaman lost. But they are fairly cheap to replace, and this was more experience for the Shadowhunter. The Alchemist, in the meantime, pretty much no experience. He got basically the steal from earlier, and that's it.
Can't learn if you're dead in the altar. So close to 3. That wisp. No, detonated. Wouldn't have been enough anyway. What do we got? Crystal ball. Could sell some things. Is there anything of value? Illusions would be good. But okay. Wisp again. The big strength of Colorful. Always having wisps around. Just like Lawlight last summer when he won the first edition of the DreamHacks.
Oh, block against the Alchemist. Trying to purge and surround him. And that one's locked in. One Shaman is going to die for this. It was a big acid bomb. Damn. But it's level 3 Shadowhunter. That's the big one. 1 purge, 2nd purge, 1 Shaman falls, perhaps 2. But Colorful losing quite a bit more here.
And buying time for that building in the bottom left-hand side. Keeper also in a little bit of trouble. But as we have no hex, he can also calculate this. Colorful, do you have a way to kick this once? Then you buy enough time, I guess. Lin is doing his very, very, very best to keep the Hunts and the Keeper away from this Great Hall, but I don't think it's enough. Critical for 68, only low damage roll, has to TP out soon, trying to buy more time. That is a save. And that was a big moment for Lin.
Great game by the two. Just a slight overextension there by Colorful losing his Alchemist the first time. Gives a bit of an edge to Lin, despite the slower expansion. And now Lin with a really big experience lead on the second hero. The Keeper is well leveled on 3, but the Shaman are ready to counter him, of course.
Arc of Reincarnation on the blade. Sells it immediately. Doesn't get anything for it, so lots of gold to put into units now. To get up to 50. 600 gold for him. Second upgrade as well. Beastery coming. Lin is getting quite some enhancements for his army. And now level 2 Alchemist, finally.
Yeah, and with that goal that he saved, he was able to get the double heal scroll. That's so good for him, first of all, but it also means Colorful can't push.
Yeah.
Without heal scrolls against double heal scroll, you can't push, even if you get 10 more supply. It just doesn't work out. And that should mean that Lin is going to get the expansion here up and running, unless Colorful can come up with some seriously genius movement, but Lin is covering a lot of options. Very good army movement as well by him.
This is such a cool game so far. Definitely the best of the series. Hopefully the start to a Lin comeback here so we get more games. No. Oh, there is tier 3. Just started. Was wondering. Is he going for mass and try to overwhelm, reclaim map control? But no. Oh, greater mana for Lin. These items for both players, anything but bad.
Keeper now going to find his way towards the expansion, can harass that a bit. But without Orb of Venom, just with a few treants, there's not so much he can do here. Staff home, Shadowhunter going to deal with that. He would gladly pick up some solo experience here. We all know level 4 Shadowhunter is a huge power stack.
Is it as good as a level 4 Lich, Remo?
That's of course a pretty close contention, but especially here, might be. Staff away from the Keeper. This Alchemist has been trying to gather a bit more experience from the Serpent Wards. That's how desperate times it is. Serpent Wards, of course, give good experience nowadays, but he's still far away from 3. But right now, for Colorful, it's all about delaying, buying time, being the aggressor and just faking a bit of aggressive potential to buy enough time for that tier 3 and get the big upgrades there.
We have the 1-1-1 build, Remo Demo. The mirror image comes into play. Help tank a bit, I guess. Oh, no. Just Vision trying to claim the market where the heal scroll is ready right now. Belt of Giant Strength, not picking it up yet. There we go. TP is home. Wants to keep his Great Hall absolutely worth it. And let's see how this fight goes. Invite to an acid bomb here.
Oh, I didn't forget about the dust. Nicely done. Shadow Melt will not be protecting these Huntresses. Everything's clumped up for Lin. He's got the Witch Doctor coming in. Not as early as we saw before from Fly. I think this is a good timing at around 50.
Yeah.
And now he can place these sentry wards. He sees that perhaps Colorful is going to play a lot of run by. He wants to see where the opponent is coming from.
Oh, this is so good. This is so much information. Still holding on to that big mana potion. Becoming more and more valuable. The higher the levels, of course. Did get a heal scroll. Goes to the lab now. And this, oh man, this illusion on the right-hand side sees the Alchemist movement. So well done.
Sentry here is so good. Always sees him coming through that avenue. And then again, gonna staff back. Set up some Serpent Wards, should be fine. Great Hall took a lot of damage, but he's in position to defend. We have the Orb of Venom now, but still not that big of an assault force here for Colorful.
No, 5 supply lead without the big tier 1 upgrades, but this might be the last one without marksmanship and without the big mass. Trying to reposition, but forces the TP very early on. And that is all resource that you can't put into that big army.
Wouldn't mind seeing some attack upgrades now also for the Grunts and Raiders. Raiders now being added in as we're nearing a really big army means with Ensnare and good timing, Heal Spray can be reduced in effectiveness. Heal Spray, which is still only level 1, but I think finally creeping will be resumed here.
And that is the big consumable if he decides to go for it. Or will he skip it for the red? That could be a clash. But of course, oh man. The Sentry Ward on the right-hand side, Sentry Ward in the middle. This is so much value from just one Witch Doctor. This guy's a little hero.
And Lin, he needs a hero to come back in this series. He's still down in tech right now. Tier 3 upgrades about to hit. Supply is very even though. And the Orc Tier 2 army can end up dealing fairly well with the Knight of Tier 3 if the position is good. If the archers are approachable, if the lightning shields land.
A player's
At the moment, the
forces are
mana on
under
the shaman
attack.
is looking okay, but it's not crazy.
All right, Bonnie Tyler, where are we going? 70 supply for the orc. Full mana on the Shadow Hunter. This is looking the best that Lin has ever looked in this series. Illusions purged immediately. We have mirror image, but we also have a lot of wisps to flood. Will this hit the shaman? Must hit the shaman. Oh, not yet, not yet. He's chasing them. They are out of the fight, and the grunt to the front needs some healing.
Blade Master half dead already doesn't have an invul potion, surprisingly. Repositioning the archers into the back. They're still very well protected. The front line for Lin starting to drop low. There was one heal scroll committed. That was the only one I believe that he had, indeed. There's no heal scrolls left anymore on either side.
The freaking god dropped the Belt of Giant Strength prior to the heal wave. That was super sick in the middle of this fight. Is the big mana potion still there? No, he consumed it. He has no healing anymore.
Almost all the hunters are dead, although one more hunter's going to be taken out. Only a single one left after that, and then the archers are fully exposed.
Yeah.
Once again, Lin finds the way to the back line, and this first attack didn't work out. Invul potion transferred. Keeper in trouble as well. No TP on the Nile side. Blade Master, though, also trying to make to the shop. There's a Hellstone in there. Oh, the heal wave. Just a bit too late. But I think there's going to be more kills happening here for Lin.
There's 600 gold. He might be able to buy him back from the tavern. A little bit of heal spray. Would love to have an Ensnare. Does have an Ensnare. Raider falls. Can't get entry here. The bouncer says, not with your face, my man. Mana Stone bought on the Shadow Hunter instead of a blade. No, the blade revive as well, somewhere.
The level 3 heal wave is super strong. Looking for the chase, looking for more kills. If he gets in range with the ensnares with a purge, looking for the hero kill. And I think he's got it, right?
Oh, purge.
No way to save that one. Purges, right clicks. And that is the keeper dead, and suddenly the Shadow Hunter closing in on level 6.
Wow, that was a big one. Consumes the Mana Stone as well. Was definitely worth it buying that one. Still have mana. Grunts are chasing further. 10 supply lead for the Orc now. That's usually the other way around. And he is getting level 6. Oh my god. An entire level in like 30 seconds.
2-1 archers with marksmanship, seemingly not enough. Even as the Blade Master died, this Shadow Hunter is just cleaning house. And the grunts that are in the back there against the archers doing good damage. Nicely supported with that heal wave, of course. One more acid bomb coming in. Didn't hit that well, to be honest. Now it's up to Colorful to hold. He's mass producing as much as he can.
But is that enough? Don't think so. Shadow Hunter level 6. Is that Big Bad Voodoo again? No, it's Hex though. Decent alternative.
He's getting so many kills. Oh my god, one after the next. He's out of mana now. Can Colorful hold? 43 supply only left. He needs to get the keeper back, but doesn't have enough time. GG called, and this series ain't over yet.
They said he couldn't do it. He didn't have it in him anymore, but Coach Remo delivers once again with a fantastic guiding of Lin here. Lin taking that advice to heart, able to bring back the score. How does it feel, Remo?
I always knew he could do it, you know, my boy. I believed in him always, and I always will. Still, trailing in the series, still with 2 match points for Colorful. Next map, though, is going to be Last Refuge. And this is where we have seen Lin dominate many times before.
Okay, is that Lin gaining momentum? Is that Colorful starting to think like, okay, this is the old Lin that I saw in the semis. This is where he's starting to be scary. We're moving on to Last Refuge next, which is another Lin pick. And this could be a very, very different map because Colorful is one of the very few Night Elves that's still playing talents.
Yeah, it's the map for it, usually. And against Lin, though, like, who's better than Lin in the world against talents? Probably nobody. Like, this guy has so much experience against this strategy. That was already the era where he was playing an active more so than Colorful. So it would be a little risky, especially if it's scouted and realized early by Lin. I think he knows exactly how he would have to play against it. So difficult choice for Colorful going into this map. Yeah, as far as what strategy to pick exactly, even though I guess he's the one on 2 match points still.
He absolutely is. We got Last Refuge and we got Shallow Grave. as the possible deciding 5th map. But first, Lin has to survive game 4. It's still colorful with one hand at the trophy, one hand at the #1 spot in the Asian EPT ranking. Could surpass both 1-0 and Moon with a result here. Nobody really thought that would be possible, but hey, miracles happen quite a bit. Does Lin need another one? Or is he in full control now? Lin, colorful 4-3. Let's go.
And there's going to be quite a bit of mind games going on right now.
Yeah.
Lin is going to open Blade Master, of course, on this map, but is he going to go for a shop early? If he's banking on the Keeper first, then he's going to skip the shop, run into the middle, get the circlet from the shop, and then be hyper-aggressive. That's very good against the Keeper first. It's very bad against the Demon Hunter. Against Demon Hunter, you want to creep the first item on your side, pick that up, have a shop, go for heal salves, and then go for circlet after, and make use of the heal salves continuously trading against the demon. And this gamble is going to be quite relevant for this early game.
It is a Demon Hunter, Remo. There you go. Is this already the indicator for talents?
Most likely, yes. Especially in the hands of Colorful. Lawlight before and also Remind have shown Demon Hunter with bears, which can work out well if the Demon Hunter can creep reliably, get level 3, get some good items. Oh, but look at that! The shop is coming. Not instantly, but it is coming. So Lin actually has the read. He's expecting the demon. He's going to creep the first item and then pick up salves and be aggressive, and Colorful is not happy to see that.
Whew. Interesting scenario. Things shaken up quite a bit here for game 4. Yes, I learned. 1 + 2 is 3, so this is 4. Creeping starts in the north. Items, of course, very, very important as always. Blade Master is out. And let's see, is this going to be the Blade Master show? Or can the Demon Hunter counter him a little bit? And can the talents disable him?
No claws of attack this time to start things off for Colorful. Lin would love to find those himself. He starts with a ring. I was about to say we've been surprisingly low on rings today. I was about to jinx him. Maybe my mind jinxed him a bit. Speed scroll, runs across, tries to get the last hit of the High Priest. Is he gonna be in time?
Oh, there's a lot of healing and no mana anymore at the moment, but yeah. Colorful gives up on that creep and snare. Okay, but it's too much damage already.
Good start here for Lin, I would say. Relevant damage on the Demon Hunter. He's going to keep picking away at him. When the Demon Hunter leaves to get back to the Moonwells, that's when Lin can grab this High Priest for himself and make it very hard for the Demon to get that level 2.
Yeah. Oh, backstep. How happy do you think these grunts are now? For the first time in forever where they're not facing a keeper. Like, free at last! I can move across the map, not being threatened to death. And they're helping out big time now with the High Priest.
The archers, they're gonna try to snipe. That would be a sick play, but not gonna get it. Wand of Illusion, great item for Lin. Whether it be for scouting or for possible creeping of big camps, this is the perfect drop. And the Demon Hunter is gonna have to wait for some more units first before he can really safely creep that level 2.
Both losing a lot of HP here. No mana on the blade anymore. Waiting for the staff, possibly.
Or another circlet.
Yeah, circlet and dust.
He's really doubling down on the stats. He's trying to out-sustain the opponent. Make use of heal salves and drain those Moonwells fully. And don't give that Demon Hunter any freedom.
Yeah, he even keeps the ring for exactly these encounters here we just saw. Little bit of armor is maybe a heal salve less. Shop coming. Not sure if this is a wall off. We'll see. Tier 2 tech almost done, like a quarter missing maybe. Blade Master, of course, still level 1 as he's not creeping, just harassing. But as the Demon Hunter is also level 1, this is exactly Lin's game plan.
This Wand of Illusion was so insanely helpful. 33% chance, of course, on this map because we don't have lightning shields here. Using the illusion to trigger the camp onto the Ancient of War. Colorful must make sure not to attack the creeps with the AOW. Oh, stop command, stop command. Okay, I think it works out.
Alright, so they give up on it as they are not re-aggroed. Blade Master again in the middle. Used the dust a little while ago. Tier 2 done. Walker first, TC second. It's been forever since I saw this. You might be thinking, oh well, it's the norm, right? Blade Master TC. No, not really. It was Shadowhunter for such a long time against Talons. Lin again switching it up.
Ancient of War uprooted. This is a bit scary right now. If this Ancient of War falls, there's no way for these Night Elf heroes to level. Wand of Illusion, boys. This is one of the sickest Wand of Illusions of the whole tournament.
Oh yeah. We've seen it in many, many grand finals, especially on this map. Colorful seems like he's fixing this for now, but Lin, he's just not giving up.
A player's forces are under attack.
TC about to come out. Gonna be Aura first.
How do you like this TC
All
choice?
heroes still level 1.
I'm really not sure if he's going Wave or Stomp even. Like normally, of course, it would be Wave. We all know that. Maybe with so much experience on the map, he's of the opinion that he can creep it up to level 3 convincingly. I'm not sure if I like it too much. I mean, it's flashy. As a caster, it's the dream.
Player's forces are under attack.
But can he make full use of that like back in the old days?
I think so. Lin is great with those shockwaves. And also the Aura early on for early skirmishes. Very nice. Big Invul Potion. Great find.
Yeah.
And it's always very hard to find the right balance as Orc in this matchup against Talons. When are you going to be aggressive? When are you going to be creeping? For Night Elf, it's really easy. Normally, you just want to be creeping non-stop and be left alone until you have Master Training. And then it's time to fight.
Walker's coming. Raider and Snare also finished. And yeah, it's a lot of creeping that needs to be done for this TC. Same for the Demon Hunt. He absolutely needs level 3 for the mana burns against the cow. Tier 3 close. Second chop?
Wants to have fast double Orb of Venom. Interesting.
Huh. That's
By the
gonna be
way,
expensive.
Did Lin only make a single grunt this game?
Oh,
I think so, right?
I'm not
So
aware.
he
of
was
it.
able to prevent level 2 Demon Hunter for 6 minutes with a single grunt. That is amazing.
Okay, he's pretty good with the Blade Master, I guess. Of course, Wand of Illusion helping out a little as well. Big creeps here. Berserker added for some extra damage in this creep, and of course against Talons as well. Colorful getting ready for the consumable in the middle. There's a little peace treaty between these guys. Boots of Kel'Thuzad for the blade. Love to see it.
Very good items so far for Lin.
A player's
You
forces
just pick up the Agitome with a TC? How could you?
Damn, it's this mistake that Todd will remember forever. Like losing the blade on Concealed in the semi-final. Lin didn't decide yet if Shockwave or Stomp. Still an option to go for that, even though it's really hard to make work to get in melee range against a Demon Hunter and keep the mana for Stomp. But hey, it's Lin, you never know. Tinker third, this is old school Night Elf versus Orc.
If Lin picks up a speed scroll right now, heal scroll I mean, he's gonna be really strong. This may have to be a TP out by our Night Elf player. Master Training not finished yet. Here's the Shockwave. Connects decently. It's burned, of course, right after. 1 Talon taken out. Speed scroll to get the walkers out of there. 2 Talons dead. Archer perhaps to follow. Raiders trying to chase after the Talons. Lin trying to make use of his timing window while there is no Master Training yet.
Wow, there is Master Training now, but he already lost 3 Talons. This will, of course, go into the mana department of the Colorful. Berserker, save to the side. It feels like the Lin Sanity is back.
Did go for the heal scroll, by the way, not committing it yet. Takes out another Talon and snares the next one. And then it's gonna fall back. Lin lost 1 walker and 1 Berserker, maybe. Oh, he saved the Berserker on 10 HP. Pretty good exchange so far for Lin. And now going for the hero. Level 3 Demon Hunter, looking pretty exposed.
Demon Hunter indeed with a crit. This might be the end, so he TP's out. Shockwave to get rid of another Talon. The mana pool of Colorful is really low. Trying to save these Talons with Crow Form. That, of course, costs mana.
player's forces are under attack.
And this is not as much Cyclone as he would love to have. Not at all.
That was a sick engage by Lin again, by the way. Dude, how he found the window there, how he got the heal scroll. Didn't use it yet, by the way. Still holding on to it. Saved so many units. The speed scroll timing was perfect. Lin has always been the best orc in the world, especially against Talons. And he shows that here again.
I can't wait for the high-level shockwaves. He's also stole the invo potion from Colorful's side of the map, which is just crazy. And he's getting ready for another attack, I guess. The only thing that I'm missing at the moment, except like the 50 supply unit, is a mana potion on the TC. Apart from that, it's looking pretty gorgeous.
Second heal scroll, also normally something that the orc will try to go towards. One talent used for scouting. Interesting. Gladly sacrificing this one. The levels for Colorful are not looking bad at all. Level 3 Demon, level 3 Beastmaster, and the Tinker almost level 2. In the defensive position especially, he would be pretty strong here next to the Moonwells, next to the shop.
Well, if you look at the Moonwells, there's not much in it. Fairies coming in early. Okay, we do have a 50 supply army. A couple of consumables here as well. Demon Hunter with the heal potion. Beastmaster with the heal potion. Checks the shop. All empty.
Bit more creeping. Wenslinger and looks for the next attack. Normally you want to have more supply than the Talons player. At the moment we're at 50 on both.
Wisps are coming in. Might be limited mana to use. TC far in the back, doesn't want to get burned. These shockwaves are important. Does Colorful even have a single heal scroll? Nope.
Shockwave takes out the wisps. None left anymore. The creeps are still kind of engaged, by the way. This could be an awkward position. Colorful has moved now out into the open, where the Talons might be exposed.
Cyclone number 1. TC is aiming for that shockwave. Hits quite a bit from very long range. And he's preparing for that upcoming fight. There's a storm brewing.
Next shockwave is ready. And he wants to land it in the back into the Talons. And that was a... okay, not so good of a shockwave actually. Ends a bit early. But at least he got all the mana out of the TC getting value.
This is such a decisive fight. 10 supply lead for Lin. This is where you want to be at. No mana on the blade anymore. No mana on the TC anymore. This is why I would love to see a mana potion here somewhere. But alright, it's up to the blade to do some damage now. Unit's actually quite hurt already. But the Tinker, absolutely overexposed. Dispel, right click, there was a little bit of healing. But I guess that Tinker is just... oh, Invo Potion transferred. And a lot of damage on these Raiders.
The Talons in the back were pretty much left to their own devices. Tinker still in trouble here, but of course the staff is ready. There's Invo Potion on these Orc heroes, so going for them could be a bit risky. And now the Talons find the way towards the Raiders find the way towards the Talons.
Lots of damage here. Blade Master for 132. Can still go for 15 seconds of invulnerability. And that means 15 damage of pain for Colorful. Trying to do his absolute best, but units are falling as he's able to get into the back line. Ooh, Lin would love some healing.
Going for the Tinker now. Staff is not ready. Oh my god, the end snare was just in the air.
Oh my, and look at all this damage. Now the Talons really coming to shine. 1, 2, 3 walkers dead. And then he can't dispel against the Cyclone. There was major losses for Lin. If he's a little lucky, he might get that hero. But Demon Hunter and Colorful, name a better duo.
Lin suffering a lot of losses right there. Oh, the one Berserker getting caught in the middle as well.
Whoops. Okay, that will be up in the air for like, I don't know, 3 years.
And Colorful might be doing it as good as this early game was for Lin. Maybe he kind of missed the timing. I feel like especially the 5th burrow was missing for a while. If he had gone to 55, 60 supplies sooner, maybe he could have found that crucial timing. He still got the big Invo Potion though. The Blade Master is almost level 4, but the Walker count now is very low. There's hardly any Dispel on the Orc side.
Colorful, are you doing this? Are you defeating Lin with talents and claim the last DreamHack championship, season championship? Blade Master has Fairy Fire on him. Do we have consumables? We have only Invo Potions. No heal scrolls. We all know how great this synergy is with Spirit Link. You distribute the damage equally, and then you heal everything up at the same time. But okay, weird position to engage into.
This is the dream for Colorful. The creeps are engaged, the Pocket Factory is placed. Especially dealing with these fairy dragons is impossible. There's hardly any berserkers anymore.
Engage in a range.
Well.
This item here on the Magi could be massive, just like this shockwave.
That was crazy. Oh my god.
One of the win. Taste your poison, Colorful. Soon at least. Blade Master up in the air again. The Tri-Hero combo doing more and more damage. Lin, can you stem against this push?
Dude, these talents are all stacked up. The TC's waiting for the perfect shockwave.
Here's a mana potion finally. Raiders trying to do a lot of damage. He's pushing them towards the TC, but there's always Cyclone, and the Raiders are starting to fall now.
Blade Master still holding on to that big mana potion, big invo potion. I mean, has he held on too long is the question. TC dropping low also. Colorful with a big supply lead now.
Is that our thing? Oh, the TC has to go for the invo, but outside the fight because the heroes were able to do so much damage. Trying to engage into the Tinker once again. He's not that lucky with the crits. We got a 151, but he got the staff ready and the Tinker is safe. Can't say the same about the Raiders. Lin with his back against the wall and Colorful one step closer to the championship.
Can he close it out now? Lin healing in the back of his base. Still has the mana potion. Still has the big invuln on the blade. But these Night Elf heroes now are so strong. Even if all these talents should fall, the Night Elf heroes might be too strong to overcome.
Looks like it, right? 4-4-2. Close to 3. And shop control again. Double heal scroll for Colorful. Lin has no chance to get these heal scrolls. And that's so key in this matchup.
It's gonna take a miracle here for Lin to win this. Whew! Being invited to shockwaves like that does help. But we do have heal scrolls now. Uses it right away.
Supply is even. Cyclone again. There's not much dispel. Raiders have to do the damage. They can't rely on the heroes, except with the 15-second safety. Here it is. Needs control over that over that Beast Master, but he has the Invo Potion himself. Level 3 now on the Tinker, and the Raiders are spinning high up in the air. Lin has almost nothing to work with.
Could land a perfect shockwave, but the army has disappeared. The invo for the Blade Master is over. He might be going down next to the shop. Can go for a potion. One more at least.
Wow.
But Cyclone, TC up in the air. He's low HP. Everything's low HP. Everything's about to fall. And that's game. Colorful gets the win and the championship of DreamHack Winter.